This is a presentation of the University of Wisconsin-Parkside.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is a great time. Welcome to the University of Wisconsin-Parkside and the installation ceremony for Dr. Deborah Ford as our 6th Chancellor. My name is Lenny Klaver. I'm the Vice Chancellor for University Relations and Advancement, and I am privileged and honored to be able to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for today's inauguration. We're very pleased that you've joined us here for this event. At this time, we ask that all please stand and welcome Jennifer Hansen, who will come to the podium and sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Thank you, Jennifer. Ceremony is an important part of the history of higher education. It provides formal structure to honor long-standing traditions such as convocations that signal the beginning of an academic term, the procedural aspects and rules of order for governance body actions and meetings, commencements, and of course today, the installation of a new chancellor for our campus. At many ceremonies, as evidenced today, academic regalia, with its variety of colors, designating both the universities of degree holders and the academic disciplines from which they come, as well as a variety of hats from tams to mortarboards, and sometimes no hats at all are donned. In this case, the array of colors and styles we assemble for today's ceremony. Today, as tradition also stands, we welcome several delegates from the UW system, our sister campuses of the UW system, and other colleges and universities. Our own university faculty and staff and students, and many other dignitaries from the region and elected officials, as well as our foundation board trustees, alumni, and other longtime friends of the campus. Foremost, we welcome our 6th Chancellor, Dr. Deborah Ford, and her family, John, Abby, and John David. At this time, I have the honor of introducing those joining me on the stage for this ceremony. To my far left, Karen Graber, who is the Vice Chair of the Classified Staff Committee, Llewellyn Breed, the Chair of the Academic Staff Committee, Theodore Ruffalo, President of the Parkside Student Government, and to my far right, Dr. Peggy James, Chair of the University Committee, Dr. Kevin Reilly, President of the University of Wisconsin System, Regent Michael Falbo and Dr. Deborah Ford. Thank you for joining us here on stage. At this time, we will hear welcoming comments from representatives of the university's governing bodies and the UW System Board of Regents. First, Dr. Peggy James, representing the University Committee, will come and offer a welcome on behalf of the faculty. Dr. James.
Good afternoon. I'm very proud to represent the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Parkside and to extend our warm welcome to Deborah Ford, Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin-Parkside. The faculty here represent all the traditional characteristics of good scholars and teachers, but it does seem to be an unwritten custom that we're engaged with our students and our communities, whether they be local, national, or global. Before it was a national trend, our faculty was engaged simply as a matter of course. Oliver Hayward led annual trips to the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe. Lillian Traeger maintained a faculty exchange with Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Nigeria, and Fran Kavanagh directed the Access program with outreach to populations separated from the campus, such as those in prison. Further, we were practicing interdisciplinarity before it was recognized as vital to education. We have long-time successes, such as the Center for International Studies, Interdisciplinary Studies, Women and Gender Studies, Ethnic Studies, and Environmental Studies. This work still continues with service learning in Cambodia, community engagement in Cuba and Bangladesh, the Center for Community Partnerships, a degree in sustainable development, and the Center for Economic Education. In other words, we've been thinking out of the box. We just haven't been giving it much thought. We've been treating it as something that comes naturally. So we do need someone to provide a bond and unification for our work. Dr. Ford is a person with the vision and the drive to provide the motivation to continue this work in a focused and demonstrable manner. We believe she has the ability to offer direction and leadership within a collaborative and transparent institutional structure. We look forward to a future of growth and academic success. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. James. We certainly do have a wonderful faculty here at UW-Parkside. At this time, I now ask Llewellyn Breed, Chair of the UW-Parkside Academic Staff Committee, to approach the podium.
On behalf of the 279 members of the academic staff at the University of Wisconsin-Parkside, welcome, Chancellor Ford. As the Parkside community moves forward under your leadership, we know you will continue the shared governance tradition in which we strongly believe. Serving in 84 program areas, the 122 non-instructional and 157 instructional academic staff members look forward to assisting you in continuing the current successes while building a stronger future. Congratulations, Chancellor Ford.
Thank you, Llewellyn. And now representing the UW-Parkside classified staff is Karen Graber, Vice Chair.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Graber, UW-Parkside alum and Vice Chair of the Classified Staff Committee. Today, on behalf of the classified staff employees, I would openly and sincerely like to welcome Deborah Ford as our new Chancellor. In just the few short months that Chancellor Ford has been here, we can already feel that she is leading Parkside on a new and a magnificent journey. Our journey with Chancellor Ford will ensure that Parkside remains a quality university, providing exceptional and extraordinary education for our students while remaining an engaged leader and principal in the communities of southeastern Wisconsin. Chancellor Ford has the insight and the vision to lead Parkside to fresher and greater frontiers in all aspects. She truly understands where Parkside needs to be. She is progressive, motivative, innovative, energetic, calm under pressure, demanding, but not overbearing, and she is genuinely excited about leading Parkside. Chancellor Ford, welcome, a sincere and heartfelt welcome to you. We are all as excited to have you here as you are about being here. Again, on behalf of the classified staff employees, welcome.
Thank you, Karen. And now I call Theodore Ruffalo to the podium to offer remarks on behalf of the Parkside student body.
Thank you, Lenny. On behalf of the students of the University of Wisconsin-Parkside, I want to congratulate Dr. Ford on becoming Parkside's newest chancellor. As President Reilly and the Board of Regents have entrusted you to move our campus forward, we students, as always, pledge to help you keep the wheels of progress rolling. University of Wisconsin-Parkside is our academic home, and it is our hope that we can help you foster a cohesive campus community committed to the goals that you have set forth for us all: student success, academic excellence, diversity and inclusivity, and community engagement. We will best reach these goals by continuing a revived tradition of solid communication and discussion and learning, so that we can all ask each other the best questions, so that we will find the best answers to accomplish these goals together. Chancellor Ford, we look forward to this new era of enterprise, innovation, and progress. We wish you great success. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, Ted. Now it is my pleasure to invite to the podium a proud UW-Parkside alumnus and representative of the UW System Board of Regents, Regent Michael Falbo.
Chancellor Ford, President Reilly, fellow Regents Davis and Drew in the audience, chancellors, delegates, faculty, staff, students, and guests. I hope I've covered everybody. I think I have. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System. The university system, especially this campus, UW-Parkside, means a great deal to me. A couple of weeks back, I had the privilege of addressing the faculty here at my alma mater. I mentioned then that there is not a day that goes by where I don't think of this campus and the opportunity afforded to me. I am very, very grateful. Parkside's a special place with many special people. This is a place where students truly have every opportunity to not just gain a degree, but to excel while doing so. There are countless individuals who have had their lives changed right here on this campus. Going forth into the world of professional and civic responsibility with a UW-Parkside education makes a difference. I was thrilled to be appointed to the Regents Committee that had the task of selecting a new chancellor for UW-Parkside. The Campus Search Committee presented us with a slate of candidates who were excellent choices. Of those choices, one person clearly emerged as the right person at the right time to be selected to lead this campus. That is Dr. Deborah Ford, and this will be the last time that I refer to her as Deborah. I know she doesn't like that. She brought to us a level of experience, energy, intelligence, and leadership that was more than convincing. In fact, I've said this many times, and I'll say it again now, we found a gem. She was clearly the person who would be able to best lead UW-Parkside. Dr. Ford has already made a difference, and I have no doubt that she will continue to do so each day here at the University of Wisconsin-Parkside. If I have my math correct, and there is some controversy over this, and being a Parkside alumnus, I should have it correct. Today is Dr. Ford's 98th day as chancellor. That's not counting furlough days. And I have no doubt at all that this campus has experienced an extremely active 98 days. There is an atmosphere of progress on this campus that is evident, and it is very much attributable to the vibrant approach to leadership modeled by Chancellor Ford. I challenge all who study and work here to make this, your campus, a place where the culture of progress is attributable to your thought and actions on a daily basis. I know this is what is expected, and with the leadership of Chancellor Ford, we all will succeed. Chancellor, we welcome you and offer you all the support we are able for you to lead this campus to new heights. I know you have set your goals high for this campus and its community of scholars and learners. Give this university the best you have. Even at times, if it is not enough, give us your best, and together we will be the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Regent Falbo. Here at the University of Wisconsin-Parkside, we are very proud of many of our programs, especially those in the arts. And although our visual arts and theater programs are truly exceptional, it would take a great amount of time to have a painting, sculpting, print, or animation demonstration at this ceremony. It would also take a while to stage an entire production from the theater department. Therefore, in the spirit of both efficiency and effectiveness, we shall now have the pleasure of listening to the sounds of the strings of the UW-Parkside Camerata under the direction and added talents, I might add, of Maestro Alvaro Garcia on viola, who will perform the first movement of Antonio Corelli's Concerto Grosso, Opus 6, number 4. Thank you very much, Maestro and students. Wonderful, wonderful job. To be the leader of arguably the best public university system of higher education in the United States, and dare we say the world, is no small task. How's that for pressure? With that responsibility of tremendous magnitude goes with it the proud honor of the investiture of new chancellors of the UW system campuses. President Kevin Reilly already has had that privilege last week at UW Green Bay, and after today he will be doing the same at UW Platteville and UW Stevens Point in the future. And upon the selection of new chancellors of their campus, he will be able to roll out his new Irish jokes and entertain the crowd once again. But today, he has an important responsibility here at UW-Parkside, and it is all about UW-Parkside today. For the remarks and the formal investiture of Chancellor Ford as our 6th chancellor at UW-Parkside, please join me in welcoming to the podium Dr. Kevin Reilly, president of the UW system.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Vice Chancellor Claver, and good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here with you. I wanted to welcome Chancellor Ford and her husband, John, and her children, Abby and John David, to the Badger State and to the University of Wisconsin on behalf of the UW system. I'm really honored and pleased to join you all today to share in the dawn of a new era here at Parkside as we formally inaugurate Dr. Ford as the 6th chancellor of this institution. So on behalf of the UW system, again, let me offer congratulations and say that this is a special day for all of us. My colleagues know that I always like to remind myself and everybody else at a chancellor inauguration of the appropriate role for the president of the UW system. And that is, it's like that of a corpse at a traditional Irish wake. You need him to have the party, but you really don't expect him to say very much. Now, when I've used that joke at previous chancellor inaugurations, and as Lenny sort of alluded to, I have, somebody once, for one of them, came up at the reception after the inauguration and said, well, you know, the real difference between today and a genuine Irish wake is at a genuine Irish wake, you can close the casket on the corpse and turn out the lights. So I hope nobody suggests we ought to do that today, because I do have a few thoughts to share with you. As Wisconsin looks ahead to its future, the UW system is a vibrant and vital enterprise with a significant role to play on behalf of the state. We are comprised of 26 campuses across the state with more than 178,000 enrolled students now, the largest number of enrolled students ever in the history of the University of Wisconsin. And we're privileged to number among our faculty and staff thousands of the world's most talented and dedicated teachers, thinkers, and public servants. Here at UW-Parkside, there is additional reason to celebrate, as this campus marks its 40th anniversary year. So if my calculations are correct, and given the state of Regent Falbo's wisdom, age, and grace, mostly age, that would mean that Regent Falbo graduated about 20 years before the founding of the campus. So think about that one. I know that for many of our younger audience members, 40 might seem downright middle-aged or even old. But as institutions go, of course, UW-Parkside is just hitting its stride, and the best years are yet to come. Make no mistake, there have been very big changes in the past 4 decades. 40 years ago, take us back to 1969, was both a tumultuous time and a time of triumph. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, members of the Apollo 11 mission, became the first human beings to walk on the moon. Gas cost 35 cents a gallon. The Boeing 747 made its inaugural flight. The first ATM machine appeared. Richard Nixon was inaugurated as president, and massive demonstrations occurred in many U.S. cities and on many campuses protesting the Vietnam War. In popular culture, it was the year of the Woodstock Music Festival, bell-bottom jeans, and the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Sesame Street made its debut on PBS television. The Beatles released their Yellow Submarine and Abbey Road albums. John Lennon married Yoko Ono. Heck, 40 years ago, I was barely legal. And Chancellor Ford, well, she was what? Probably not in preschool yet. This university and your new chancellor, for that matter, have come a long way in the past 40 years. And it's very fitting that this campus and the whole Parkside community, quote, celebrate the past and embrace the future, unquote, as your 40th anniversary tagline goes. Today, we join together to celebrate Chancellor Ford's commitment to this campus and to the larger UW community. We join her in pledging to accomplish ambitious goals, and we come together in a shared vision of a better Wisconsin, achieved through learning, discovery, and engagement. I am heartened that so many community leaders, campus colleagues, and university friends are here today to witness the beginning of a new era. Chancellor Ford's new role here is both simple and complex. As Franklin Roosevelt once said, we cannot build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. The future that faces us now poses some extraordinary challenges. Our nation is experiencing daunting economic pressures. The demand and the need for higher education have never been higher. Like our fellow UW system chancellors, Debbie will wear many hats, and we could get her to wear one today. I asked her, but she said it would mess up her hair, but she's gonna wear the hat later maybe. But she will wear many hats in her role and bear the weight of many expectations. All chancellors must engage effectively with a very wide range of stakeholders, from students, alumni, faculty, and staff, to community leaders, donors, and legislators at both the federal and the state level, and the governor. Chancellor Ford will, to many of these people, be the face and the voice of this campus. She will be called upon to provide broad leadership and long-range vision, while also attending to the nuts and the bolts of daily operations, academic programs, research projects, building programs, and budgets. And on that last item, budgets, I should acknowledge the growing pressure on chancellors and other campus leaders who are charged with sustaining the UW system's commitment to academic excellence with increasingly scarce resources. As your chancellor, Debbie will be called upon to make many tough decisions, but I'm convinced that she is well prepared for the challenges ahead. She has already embraced her role as UW-Parkside's advocate-in-chief and all-round champion, spreading the word about this campus and enlisting nearly everyone she meets as a fellow spokesperson for UW-Parkside. Dr. Ford previously served as Vice President of Student Affairs at the University of West Florida, where, incidentally, she worked right down the hall from Dr. Dean Van Galen, who also left the Sunshine State last year to become chancellor on the other side of Wisconsin at UW River Falls. So all this northern migration, it must have something to do with our wonderful climate. And they're both still here a week into November. Now, they've told you every November day is like this, right? Dry, mild, sunny, and that's the model for Wisconsin in November. And it gets better in December and January, actually. You'll like those even more. Before West Florida, Debbie spent the previous 13 years as Vice President and Dean of Students at Spalding University in Louisville, Kentucky. Chancellor Ford, herself a first-generation college student, received a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Louisville, a Master of Science from Indiana University, and then returned to Louisville to earn her doctorate in education. As Chancellor Ford settles into her new role, our world holds plenty of uncertainties. But this is also a time of great opportunity. As we face the future, I am convinced that the UW system has a distinct key mission. Our universities can and must prepare people to make a good living, but also prepare them well for life as contributing citizens in a globally involved 21st century democracy. UW-Parkside, drawing on its traditions of excellence and commitment to accessible education and research, community engagement, diversity, and inclusiveness, is well positioned to take up that gauntlet and to play a significant role in realizing such important goals. Together, we are committed to growing our family of learners by enrolling more students from low and moderate income families and by reaching out to more adult and non-traditional students so that we can increase the number of Wisconsin residents who have four-year degrees. We also stand by our commitment to serve the state and local communities by graduating more students into areas of high state need, such as science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. UW-Parkside is a key player in the southeastern gateway to our state, an increasingly diverse and dynamic cross-border area. While dedicated to serving as an economic engine for this region and beyond, the university is also adapting to meet the demands of the community, state, and nation. UW-Parkside is currently the most diverse campus in the UW system, with students of color comprising more than 21% of the total enrollment. The university has also successfully tapped into another necessary target population if we are to grow more college graduates. Like its new leader, many of Parkside's students, more than 60% as a matter of fact, are first-generation college students. It's also notable that more than 90% of UW-Parkside's 17,000 alumni remain in this region after graduation, and that's a real brain gain for this region and for the state. All this is important because we know that well-educated citizens will be crucial if this state and this nation are to find sustainable solutions to current problems and to challenges as yet unanticipated. I have every confidence that Debbie Ford is the right leader for our times. I fully expect her to help UW-Parkside thrive in its efforts to educate and prepare students, to develop the talents of university professionals, and to extend this campus's vision and knowledge beyond the boundaries of the campus to serve and stimulate society in the true spirit of the Wisconsin idea. With today's ceremony, we entrust Chancellor Ford with the responsibility of celebrating this campus's historical traditions, cultivating the relationships with the communities it calls home. Racine, Kenosha, Kenosha, Racine, Racine, Kenosha. It's always plural here, right? The communities it calls home, and developing and implementing a vision for the next generation of faculty, staff, and students at this vibrant place. We are gathered here to celebrate the start of a new journey for Chancellor Ford and a new chapter for the University of Wisconsin-Parkside. Going forward, this campus will look to Chancellor Ford to lead it in its commitment to the pursuit of knowledge and understanding and to the development of each individual in the community. Debbie now has the responsibility to guide UW-Parkside as it further develops a sense of community, champions diversity, and fosters global perspectives. If each of you, students, faculty, staff, and community leaders, community members, if each of you is willing to work with Chancellor Ford and her leadership team, if each of you is ready to play your part, then we can overcome the near-term challenges without ever taking our eye off that long-term vision of a brighter Wisconsin led by more and more talented UW graduates and graduates of the other institutions whose presidents and chancellors are here from around the state. So on that note, it is my pleasure now to summon forward the woman of the hour, the 6th Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin-Parkside, Dr. Deborah L. Ford.
Ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
You don't have your hat on.
No, you can just, I'm ready.
All right.
Thank you.
Don't go away. Don't go away. Chancellor Ford, it is my privilege to bestow this Chancellor's Medallion as a symbol of office and to charge that it be worn with the greatest esteem and honor. May it serve to help inspire you as you lead this university in its mission of teaching, research, and public service during what promises to be a positive, productive, and exciting term as Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin-Parkside. When you remove this medallion for the last time, may you do so amidst the accolades of the Parkside community, and may you then be a happy, tired, and beloved Chancellor Emeritus of this institution.
Thank you, Kevin.
I don't want to take your piece, too.
Now, as Thank you, President Reilly. Now, as Chancellor Ford prepares to approach the podium and deliver her inaugural address, the Camerata will play a preliminary interlude. It will be an abbreviated rendition of Corelli's final movement of the Concerto Grosso.